Tick tock, tick tock. Time is running out and we all know it. But how often do we waste it on things that don't matter? How often do we procrastinate, scroll through social media, or binge watch TV shows only to realize that we wasted hours, days, and even months of our lives? If you are watching this video, it's probably because you want to change that. You want to stop wasting your time and start living your life to the fullest. Well, I've got news for you. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Hello and welcome to Motivation Matters. Here in this channel, we talk about personal finance, self-improvement, motivation, and anything you need to find success in life. If this is something you're into, consider hitting the subscribe button. Now, back to the video. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing a task or set of tasks. It is a common habit that affects many people and can lead to feelings of guilt, stress, and anxiety. When I was in college, I had a big project due in a week, but I couldn't seem to find the motivation to start. Well, I told myself I would just relax for a little bit, play some video games, and then get back to work. But as I played, I lost track of time, and before I knew it, it was the night before the project was due. Panicked, I tried to work through the night, but I was too tired and unfocused to make much progress. The next day, I turned in a subpar project and received a poor grade. This caused a ripple effect because this was one of my major subjects which I need to pass in order to graduate. It felt horrible, truly. My stomach turned and cold sweat dripped all over me as I begged my professor to give me a second chance. Could you just imagine the look on my parents' face after telling them that their daughter will not graduate for another year? This set me back a year before I was able to finally receive my degree. After that experience, I realized how much I had been procrastinating and how it had negatively impacted my work. From then on, I made a conscious effort to manage my time better and stay on top of my responsibilities. I learned that in the end, it was worth putting in the effort to avoid the stress and disappointment that came with procrastination. Whether you're a working professional or a student, rich or barely getting by, there will always be good days and bad days. Everyone is prone to this, and it's an inescapable phase of human psychology. We often push away workload while the dreadful deadline slowly creeps in. Procrastination hunts us all. For me, I learned the cold and hard way. If I just gave a little bit of my commitment every single day to work on my project and slowly built it up, I could have avoided the dreadful fate that befell on me. When you stop wasting time, you will be amazed at what you can achieve. You'll have more time to work on your goals, to learn new skills, to spend time with loved ones, and to do the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Going back to my experience, it didn't turn into a tragic story. If it wasn't for my procrastination, thus delaying my graduation, I wouldn't find myself into self-improvement. I have gathered a few tips along my journey which definitely helped me not to procrastinate and be smart with my time, become more efficient with my workload, and make my parents proud. Are you struggling to get started on a task? Do you find yourself procrastinating and putting off important work until the last minute? If so, the 2-minute rule might be just what you need to boost your productivity. The 2-minute rule from one of James Clear's books, Atomic Habits, is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right away. This might mean responding to a quick email, making a phone call, or organizing a small part of your workspace. I usually list down all the things I need to do every day and sort them all out so I can easily check off these easy tasks, thus giving me momentum to keep going. By taking care of these small tasks immediately, you will build up momentum and create a sense of accomplishment that can help you tackle larger tasks with more focus and energy. But what if a task takes more than 2 minutes? In that case, break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks that can be completed in 2-minute intervals. This will help you avoid feeling overwhelmed and make progress toward your larger goals. By breaking these tasks down, you can have a better view of the problem, sort out the noise, and focus on the necessary things. This also gives you a better understanding of the task at hand. So next time you find yourself struggling to get started, remember the 2-minute rule. By taking small steps and building momentum, you can increase your productivity to achieve more in less time. Striving for perfection is definitely an intimidating feeling. You feel a sense of guilt if your work is not up to your highest standards, and you put unnecessary pressure on yourself. I'm sure most of us are guilty of this, as who wouldn't want to give their 100% on a specific task or project. Perfectionism can be a major hindrance to your productivity and progress. It may be the reason why you're holding out on your projects. You need to recognize that perfection is unattainable. No matter how hard you try, you will never achieve true perfection. Accepting this fact can help you let go of the need to be perfect. Here are 3 easy steps to keep in mind if you find yourself trying to be a perfectionist. First, focus on progress, not perfection. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on making progress toward your goals. Celebrate small victories and use them as motivation to keep going. Second, set realistic goals. Don't set yourself up for failure by setting impossible standards. Instead, set achievable goals that challenge you but are still within reach. And lastly, embrace mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's okay. Learn from your mistakes, use them as opportunities for growth, and move on. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect, but to be the best version of yourself that you can be. By accepting your imperfections and focusing on progress, you can overcome perfectionism and achieve your goals. Most of you might be scratching your heads right now, and I get it. Cleaning up might be a form of procrastination because you're not actually doing the work. You're just doing something else that's not related to work, but hear me out, okay? We can consider this as a productive form of procrastination. I always found that the state of my workspace, my room, my home, how my car looks is strangely attached to my mental clarity and how effective I can be. I usually clear my desk, throw away pieces of paper lying around, vacuum a little bit to make sure dust won't build up, then proceed to make myself a nice cup of coffee, and I am all set. My brain is so wired to that habit that when I do this, it's work mode time. This gives me time to focus on my work without worrying that everything around me is a mess. I strongly believe that these principles are very effective, and you overcome the resistance of pushing your work back into deadlines. You have the power to make a difference in your life and in the world. So go out there and make it happen. Stop wasting time and start living your best life. Life is short and every moment counts. So don't waste it on things that don't matter. Don't let fear, procrastination, or laziness hold you back. Take control of your time, your life, and make every moment count. Thanks for watching, and remember, time is precious. Use it wisely.